Well, we're currently under a bridge in Baltimore City, and it almost looked like vagrants just set up a squat underneath the bridge right next to the railroad tracks. As you can see, they're in pretty rough shape. This place is rough. These horses, they spend their entire day dragging these heavy carts. And these are the confines their owners bring them back to. Disgusting and unacceptable. We got a heck of a job ahead of us tomorrow.
We closed them down last night. We're here today to remove them. There was violations of rats that were running around, stalls that were not clean, stalls that were busted up. It was decided to do a search and seizure, seize the animals and shut them down.
The conditions are awful. Horses laying in manure, horses not being treated fairly. And so under those circumstances, we have no option here but to have these animals removed.
Yep, that's the way we should load them then.
So our next one is going to be B1.
We're standing in stables that house horses that are used to sell fruit and vegetables from horse-drawn carts. And the first thing that hits you once you drive in is the smell of the urine, the manure, and for many years there's been serious welfare issues with the care and treatment of the horses involved in this trade.
This horse is wounded. That looks consistent with where the cart would have been rigged onto this horse, doesn't it?
Very wormy. That's why the belly's protruded, because they're not eating. I mean, this is mostly straw.
The horses are not in the best of conditions. There's some emaciated horses. They're living in muck, vermin-infested environments. It's time that these horses go see a veterinarian and be treated.
The ones that have been stalled side by side are the ones we want to put on next to each other. Our role in this is to provide the housing, the veterinary care, the farrier care, and the dentistry for these horses, as well as rehabbing it. Some of these horses will probably take close to 6 months to rehabilitate.
That's a good boy. That's a good boy.
Last one on. Horses are very, very forgiving. Almost, I would say 95% of the horses we have we can rehabilitate mentally as well as physically. Very forgiving animals.
We loaded these guys up from hell about 45 minutes ago. Worked on my computer, looked up, and suddenly we're in heaven. Look at this place. Absolutely amazing.
But all in all, a good day. They're here. That's the first step. So it's not kind of like, oh, the battle's won, time to hang up your boots. But it certainly is rewarding to see them here and happy. It certainly smells a lot better in our barn than down in the city under a bridge. They're lucky today. They hit the jackpot.